In this video, we will be hitting growing and pruning highlights, harvesting and reviewing for Paul Robeson tomatoes, which is a medium-sized, indeterminate beef steak type tomato. Also tasting and comparing Paul Robeson to black cremes. This is just one of the 6 new tomato varieties I tried out from Baker Creek this summer. Alright, it is May 15th. These are all the brand spanking new tomatoes that are new to me that we are going to grow this year. It's going to be fantastic. You can see that I started them in toilet paper tubes again, and you can see I put a lot of seeds in here, so I'm going to have to do some thinning. The result is going to be right here, all nice firmly padded in. Okay, Paul Robeson has had his hair cut. Definitely use your scissors. If not, you are going to introduce bacteria and disease by pulling these with your fingers, and they will splice off, kind of like a string bean. You do not want to do that. You are going to introduce issues, and it's also going to cause stress and trauma. Now, I do see fruit set on 2 of these, and here's one right here, and there's the other. Okay, it is July 3rd. We're looking at this red tomato cage here, which is Paul Robeson. And I just want you to see real quick, by far, this is the shortest tomato out here. We do have some fruit set on him, just starting right here. Also right there, but he does have, even though he's a little bit squatty at the moment, he has the largest spread for being that close to the ground. So, of course, we'll keep on monitoring him. This is my little skinny driveway. Yep, you can do a lot with your car right next to you. Just gonna come back around and pan peppers. The cats wanna come outside with me. And I've got melons on this side. I don't often have my car over here, but you know, sometimes things happen. Also starting some of these lemons. I'm in zone 5, remember? Gotta put these in the house when done. July 15th, and there is Paul Robeson developing for us. Excellent. July 19th, checking on Paul Robeson. There is another one back here. We're getting some more blooms up at the top. I really kind of thought this one would be a taller plant like the rest of these, but he happens to be the shortest one. July 22nd, I'm out here looking at Paul Robeson, and I am doing some more trimming. And I can see to where he kind of has some normal fruit set, you can see right here. And there's also a fruit set that is going to come out and have a leaf on it. So you want to be really, when you're trimming your leaves, to make sure there is no fruit set on that at all yet. Otherwise, obviously, you're going to be cutting your fruit. You can see here, normal looking separated fruit sets. So if you have a situation like this, you want to be really cautious, especially if this is brand new for you, and this is for me. However, this is also a Russian variety, and the black creme does the same thing, and I have a lot of experience with the black creme. And you can see right here, see how this is growing off of a leaf too. So just be careful as you are going along. July 30th today, and we're out here looking at Paul Robeson. And you can see we've got some fruit development here. And I am not really too aggressive with my trimming on Paul. This Berkeley tie-dye green though is even less. With these full-size tomatoes, I do want to get an understanding of what the fruit set is before I just go around and am completely scissor happy on that. I've got a rock down here propping up this limb. For some reason, that's a nice little short one, and well, I didn't want it laying on the ground. Great natural workaround. August 7th, and we're looking at Paul Robeson here. And he's starting to branch out and develop and giving us some new buds. We've had 3 days of rain here. It is August 22nd. We are looking at Paul Robeson, and these two down here have finally ripened. I'm gonna take this because I'm afraid something's gonna get it, but this could be a little bit riper, and you can see from this side, I mean, look at that. Look at that cush. That's ready. Even though the shoulders have that greenish color, this is ready. This could go for probably one more day. It still feels pretty cushy though. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that. Okay, so let's go ahead and harvest our Paul Robeson. I'm just gonna get a firm grip on it and pull. Very easy. I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing with this one down here. And pull. Excellent. So it is September 3rd today, and this is Paul Robeson. And he doesn't really look quite as rich red, but it's definitely ripe. We've got a lot of cush. We've got some splitting here. Looking here at the shoulders, we've got a lot of cracking due to water fluctuation. Not surprised with the rain that we had. We get this quite a bit, zone 5. I'm not upset about that. So I wanted to grow Paul Robeson because it sounds a lot like black creme, which is a Russian heirloom, which looks a lot like them. Matter of fact, these are them right here. Put these together. The color pretty much looks the same. You can see I've got a little bit of oranging over here as well. They're both supposed to be Russian heirlooms with smoky notes. So we'll see. All right, we are going to review Paul Robeson. And I've got this big beauty right here. And this is next to black cremes, and I grow black cremes almost every year. A little bit of a size difference, but this one's a little bit brighter. And I've got one cut up right here. You can see how lovely and gorgeous that is. And we've got the waist on top as well. So let's read what it has to say. I'm in Baker Creek, 90 days. This famous tomato with almost a cult-like following among seed collectors and tomato connoisseurs who simply cannot get enough of this variety's amazing flavor that is so distinctive, sweet, and smoky. 7 to 10 ounce fruit, is a red brick color named in honor of the famous black actor and opera singer, star of King Solomon's Mine, 1937. Paul Robeson, an American, was a political and civil rights activist, popular in Russia. This Russian variety was lovingly named in his honor. We are proud to offer such a wonderful variety. $3.50 for a packet. A packet is 25 seeds. Okay, I'm also going to taste this alongside the black creme, which Baker Creek also offers. In here, they are describing this as a sweet flavor. To me, it has a smoky flavor, and I have seen that being stated in other catalogs as well. As a matter of fact, that's one of the reasons why I had actually bought that. Both of these are heirlooms. So I am gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give this a try. Next to the black crims, and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna let you know what I think. All right, you guys, we are now gonna taste these Paul Robeson tomatoes. You can see how nice and lined up they look. Wonderfully red. They look juicy as well. Here is the waste, which I will compost. I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take a bite of this one with no salt. That's a very intense tomato flavor. Let's try a little bit of salt here. I mean, and I want an intense tomato flavor, just to be clear. Salt always makes it better to me. Very good, very juicy. It's got a lot of meatiness to it. Walls aren't thick, thin-skinned. That's a good tasting tomato. All right, now we're gonna taste black creme. I've got it all laid out here. Nice, bright red inside. Got the green on the outside. Sometimes these turn up a little bit burgundy. And I've got the waste here as well. I smartened up, I pre-cut this. I'm gonna try this without salt first. Tomato always needs salt. Okay, that's good. Looking here at Paul Robeson, just as flavorful. Okay, excellent. Guys, both of these are winners. This looks bigger. This just happened to be a bigger Paul Robeson that I picked. I usually get humongous black cremes. This is what was available right now at the time. So here I've got another Paul Robeson and another black creme. Yeah, I'm gonna make some BLTs now. Making myself a late night snack out of this Paul Robeson tomato. Making a little caprese salad. Can you see how gorgeous that is? It just looks saturated, like a deep green red. It's gorgeous looking inside. Absolutely gorgeous. We have a couple more Paul Robeson I'm gonna go ahead and pick. Nice kush. Really, really nice kush. I already picked these ones. These are the Berkeley tie-dye green. Let's see if I can lean over and get this one. Not hurt anything. There we go. Excellent. Look at that gorgeous kush on there. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Guys, I'm gonna have a tomato sandwich with Paul Robeson. Can you see how beautiful and dark that is? I'm also gonna compile myself a caprese salad with some sea salt, olive oil, soft mozzarella. I find this to be a good opportunity to use where you cut out the shoulder. Also, you can grab some of the seeds with your knife or with a spoon and do some seed saving over here. This is just a paper towel. I do like to tell myself once I research something, I don't have to keep looking, that it's an heirloom, the year that I took these. And when you get them out, just spread them out and get that separated from the membrane and take out the big chunks of tomato in there. Also, here's all of my tops. So I do compost in place. I have a whole video on this. This is just the last couple days. We can add to that. So I find it to be very useful with these tops. Do your seed saving from there. Okay, now we're over in my seed saving area. Make sure that the wet part is fully on the rack and I've got some distance in between them. This one is the newest one. I saved more seeds probably about 2 days ago. And if you leave some spots, you can come back and add more as you cut and you use them. And I basically saved seeds from everything new that I grew this year. If you're interested in having just a seed saving video, I'm working on that as well. That will be on the channel. All right, this was delicious. This was delicious. Yeah, I can't really taste the difference between Paul Robeson and black creme. And I am ecstatic about a black creme tomato. They both have that smoky quality to them. If you are looking for a tomato growing requirements and guideline video, that will be in the 6 new Baker Creek tomato variety video. I will attach that at the end for you, and hopefully you will see another variety you'd like to grow for yourself. All 6 varieties will have their own separate video and time in the spotlight, much like you are experiencing now with this specific tomato variety video. Thank you so much for watching, and I invite you again to subscribe, as I have been gardening for over 40 years and have a lot to teach, show, grow, review, experiment with, and my favorite, a specific variety everything deep dive. So let's try new things together, mix it up, and have a glorious day.